Everybody got head coach Brad Brownell.
Great win for our guys. Thought we competed extremely hard. A lot of credit to Wofford. Jay does a really good job. They're well coached. Their kids are very tough, both physically and mentally. They run a nice system where they move the ball and share the ball, and they have a good program. We knew it was going to be a hard game, and our guys played pretty well. Defensively, I thought we did a lot of really good things and were disruptive, especially in the first half. I didn't think they had much rhythm. They made some adjustments, did some nice things, and played a little bit better. And we probably got a little tight. These games are hard for high majors because you feel pressure. I think you can see the kids and all the high major teams feel some pressure. And you haven't played a lot, so you don't have a lot of flow and rhythm and confidence all the time. And the good mid-major teams just play with nothing to lose, free mind. They're fancy free and playing with confidence, and that's a challenge. But I thought our guys really adjusted. That our staff did a good job in the game, managing PJ's situation with fouls, and Nas gave us some good minutes in there defensively. Just a good team win against a very tough-minded team.
Coach, you pressed full court a lot tonight. What was behind the decision to do that?
We do it a lot, but just, be disruptive, extend, try to wear them down a little bit. Don't know if it worked a lot, but I do think our defense was good. Holding those guys to 5 threes, is hard to do. And, they got 23 off, which is probably more than I would have liked. But I thought there were some contested ones there, some tough shots, some late shot clock. I thought we got them to play late in the clock a lot. So I thought defensively we were really good. Our issue is, the turnovers. We had, I don't know how many, 3 or 4, just, one guy zigs, one guy zags. That's bad. Then we had a couple where we got stops and we're out in transition, and David Collins got a layup. Al's open and Nick throws one away and he fumbles it out. Just like when you get some stops and you got a chance to score and like pull the game back out, and we had a chance to extend the game out and make it easier on us. We didn't do it. And we shot ourselves in the foot with the turnovers. So we got to do a much better job there.
How much of a point of emphasis was it this week just to get off to a better start in the first half?
This game, we did not play well. I think Presbyterian surprised us with some things. And we got off to a very slow start, made some adjustments and played much better. We had a little better feel for Wofford maybe, and had a good plan, I thought, and our guys played well. And we were very competitive and ready to compete right from the start. And you better be when you're playing these guys, or you're going to get, they really screen and they cut and they move. And, if you're not locked in, you're going to give up shots and open shots. And they've got a bunch of guys that can make them. So I thought we were really locked in defensively, especially the first 20 minutes.
Obviously, you had to get PJ off the court with 3 fouls there in the second half, but once Wofford got close and then eventually took the lead, it seemed like you just had to trust in him to get him back on the court.
Yeah, I thought we did a pretty good job of managing that. Obviously, it's really disappointing. He can't get a technical foul like that. John with a guy, and I understand part of what happened, and he's trying to protect our guys and all that, but that's just, you can't do those things. That's immaturity. Getting him his 3rd foul really put us in danger, and the game changes. And he's a primary player for us that needs to be out there. And so we've got some younger guys that had to do some things, and they got exposed a little bit against a really good team that runs a lot of unique things that can expose a young player. And so that happened a couple times. And so it's a great learning experience for PJ, but he was outstanding. He played terrific. He's playing with confidence. His body is so much better. He's in better shape. Our guys have a lot of confidence in him. And, I thought we went to him down the stretch, and he got fouled and made a basket and got some free throws for us. And so he played better and played with some discipline. But I thought he was outstanding tonight.
He was 3 for 4 from beyond the arc tonight. Seems like he has a really quick release. And you just said that he worked on that in the offseason.
Yeah, he came in as a guy that could make some threes. And we've obviously continued to work with him on it. and he's a guy that, that's going to give him a chance to make money, a lot of money in this game, is his ability to play all over the court. If you can be 6'10" and play all over, you have a chance to be a really good player. And tonight he shot the ball well, and we found him on some situations, put him in some pick and roll to see how team would guard it. But I think he's effective when he's scoring in the low post and the 3-point line. If it's just one or the other, he's not going to have as big a night. And so, I was pleased because he had a great mix to his game tonight.
Notice you had some words with Al there earlier in the game when he came to the bench, and then he comes back and hits the big shot for you guys with 19 seconds.
Well, he was a little lazy on a defensive assignment, actually 2 of them early in the game. And so I took him out and told him it's not happening. Like, we're not doing that. And so, if you're not ready to compete defensively, you're going to struggle. Like, he gave a wide open 3 in the corner, and he had another play that he didn't really play as hard as he should have early on. It's like he's trying to get a feel for the game. You better not get a feel for the game. You got to go right away. And we talked about it, and it was one of the errors was something that we talked religiously about all 72 hours, and worked on it and practiced it. And if you're a coach and you're worth your salt, you're going to discipline all your players. And so he made a mistake. I said, hey, you're going right back, but you need to sit over here and think about it. And the guys on the bench need to see that I'm taking you out for that. And that's not how we're playing this game. And obviously he responded. He's a competitive guy. I mean, he wants to win. And, I'm not surprised he made that shot. He stays after practice every day and shoots. And so ball bounced his way. He had some composure, took a side step, knocked it in.
Coach, 5 steals for Nick, and offensively, he really put his head down and got to the basket a couple of times when he needed it.
I thought he was great. Yeah, it's a good point of view there to see that, because I thought when we were struggling a little bit in the middle of the second half, he was the guy that was kind of the spark plug. He made some plays. We kind of opened it up, put some pick and rolls, and just played. Didn't call as many plays for a while there, and he got loose and got to the rim. Got a couple guys some baskets. I thought his defense with the steals, it's nice when you can kind of switch he and Al, and they can take turns jamming, and one guy can deny, and those 2 guys feed off each other. But I thought he was the guy in the middle of the second half when we were struggling just a little bit that really sparked our team.
What is it about Nick that just makes him kind of that pickup guy? It seems like last year too, at times when you were in the lull, he was able to be a spark.
Well, he's got great speed. I mean, that speed is dangerous. It's something that's another level. And when he gets a little space and gets moving around, he's going to be in that rim quicker than guys realize. Now, there's times it's hard for him because he's smaller, and it's not always as easy. And so he's got to pick his spots and make good decisions when he gets there. But his ability to create off the dribble with speed. And the great thing about Nick too is, we're a team that turned the ball over 19 times. I'm guessing he maybe had 2, 1. What do you have? 2, 4 assists, 2 turnovers. Like that's the norm for him. 4 assists, 1 turnover, 4 assists, 2 turnovers, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 assists, no turnovers. Like he takes care of the ball pretty doggone well, playing at a fast speed, which, that's what other guys struggle with. They get going fast, and then you got to make a decision, come to a quick stop and make a decision. And a lot of guys can't do that. He can do that.
You went small after PJ left with that technical putting Ian in. What was the decision behind that to kind of go small and disrupt things?
Well, we felt like we went small with Nas at one time, a couple times. We went small with Ian. Ben's a guy that's not quite ready to play extended minutes yet. I thought he gave us a couple good minutes. And I almost put him back in there one more time in the second half. But in practice right now, Ian's played a little bit better. And so we went with Ian, and obviously we went with Nas. And so, we don't have a lot of size. We're a little smaller this year, especially when PJ's not out there. So it's just something we have to deal with.
Coach, I'm sure you like to win every game by 20, but how much can a game like a win like this kind of unite and give you some?
Yeah, I think it's a good, it's a good game because it's a tough-minded, grinded out game, right? Like we played a great first half, had a nice lead, kind of controlled the first half. Wofford comes out, makes a couple plays, cuts back into it. And now we got to grind for the next 15 minutes. We got to grind. And they took the lead. They took the lead in the second half. And so we had to deal with playing from behind, the last 8 minutes of a game and execute. I did think we executed on both ends pretty well the last 3 to 4 minutes, and that was a difference.
How much did the crowd play a factor down the stretch?
Yeah, it was great. I mean, the students have been awesome in both games, and we need them on Monday. We have, 3 home games with students, and then we're kind of on the road and no games for a while. So, their energy level was great, and very appreciative of the turnout. So,
Any
all
more
good?
questions for Coach?
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks. Appreciate y'all coming.
Thank you.